Christmas time is here, isn't it? I just got a new comment. Breaking news, hair loss helpers like me better with hair. Balding advocates like me better with the buzz cut. And Ben Lewis, that's his name, Ben Lewis, he had this to say, and he makes a good point. Quote, to date, out of the 44 heads of state voted into office, just 5 of these men have been noticeably balding, and one of these, Eisenhower, was in modern times. President Gerald Ford also suffered from hair loss, but he was not elected by the people. Other bald and balding men of recent times, like John McCain and Bernie Sanders, had similar misfortunes. Do you think bald men are less electable? Would Donald Trump have been elected if he had let nature take its course? End quote. I like this comment, and some of you may be surprised by my answer because, as you know, I am a balding advocate personally. So what if a man is balding and he's running for president and he makes it between him and the other guy, assuming that the other person is a man, not Hillary Clinton? If this man is bald, noticeably balding, does that hurt his chances at being elected president? My immediate answer, I don't even have to think about it, yes. Yes, I think up to this point in history, I think if a man was bald and the other man was not, I think the man with more hair would have been more likely to win. I think a similar situation as far as who's taller. I think if one man is noticeably taller, I think that man, I think his chances would also be better. Now, if we had a really short guy with a lot of hair and a taller guy that was losing his hair, I guess that's, well, actually, recent for me, this was 30 years ago, but back when Dukakis was running against the original George Bush, George Bush was reelected versus this 5'6" Greek man with, full head of hair. But really, for the most part, I definitely think it's going to be a disadvantage if a man is noticeably balding. Now, I don't mean like me. Yes, I am balding. I've begun the process. But we're talking like noticeable thinning, noticeable receding, noticeable balding. Mine is very manageable, and as long as they have the right hairstyle, the rest of the world doesn't even know about it. They laugh at the concept that I'm making money and making hair loss videos. That's the reality. You see me 3 times a day. You're conditioned to notice. But yeah, I definitely think it would hurt a man's chances of winning the election if he was noticeably balding. Had Donald Trump been bald, he would be bald, yes, if he hadn't had the multiple hair transplants and all he's had done. So he definitely would be. And not to mention he's 70. Most men are bald by 70. According to my own theories, 70% of men of European descent are bald for all practical purposes speaking. They are bald. So yes, he would be bald. Now I'm trying to imagine in a world where Donald Trump had not got hair transplants and would just be completely bald on top, whether he shaved bald or not, like whether he just kind of let it go on the sides, could he have still been elected president? I think so. I think so because of the election itself. I think Trump's personality and his attitude, and by default, the fact that he was cooler than Hillary Clinton is what got him elected. He was more rebellious and therefore more edgy and cool, and I think that's what got him elected. And I don't think he needed hair for that, because everyone knows his hair is fake, or they speculate it's fake. I don't think his looks helped him at all. I think his spunk helped him win, and I think because of who he was running against. Even then, though, I think if a bald Donald Trump running against any other person that had the same things going on as Hillary Clinton did, I still think he'd win. So I think Donald Trump was going to win, with hair or without hair. I think he definitely would have won the election, just because of what's going on in America and how polarized we are here. That you have to choose a side, and anything in between is just stupid. Like me, I'm in the middle, so I'm a moron. I wasted my vote because I didn't vote for one of the main two. But here's what I want to say. I want to end this video by saying that I think from moving now forward, I think things have changed for balding men. And I think because you can be cool and sexy and attractive and edgy by shaving your head as you're going bald, and that's becoming the norm. I mean, seriously, remember, I'm 36 and a half, married, 2 kids. I go to the kids' school. I see many guys, many dads. It's the norm just to shave your head, and it's cool, and it's not less of a thing. You're not less of a person. It's just normal and cool. So I think as our generation becomes the generation that will ultimately be elected president, we'll be conditioned for that, and we'll actually think it's cool. I think as we get closer to the future, it's not going to hold a man back if he shaves it. If he does that, if he shaves it, that makes him edgy and cool, and I think that could be the case. So those are my thoughts. Very great question. My honest answer, I think up until now it has mattered. Donald Trump, not so much. I don't think he needed hair. I think just being Donald Trump is what got him elected. Those are my thoughts. If you got more thoughts, maybe we should have another Christmas chat.